Hey everybody, welcome to this week's edition of The Hub Live. I'm Petri Byrd. This is my lovely co-hostess, Neketia Henry. I have to keep saying Neketia Henry because she's former Neketia Brown, but she's married to my man, DJ Gino Henry. Ooh. So, you know,
well, welcome everyone to this week's episode of The Hub Live, and we have some awesome things lined up today, right? We do. I'm excited about that.
Got a great guest coming on.
Yes, we do. Yeah. But before we get to that, the daytime Emmy winners were announced.
Yes, indeed.
So there's quite a few to choose from, but one of them that surprised me. Can I just
go ahead?
Can I just be honest? Go ahead. I was a little surprised about the outstanding game show host was Craig Ferguson for Celebrity Name Game. I personally felt like Steve Harvey was robbed. I mean, I don't know.
Well, you know,
Family Feud, Steve Harvey show.
Well, see, here's the thing. He might have canceled himself out. You know, the other four candidates might have been him. You know.
Yeah, so, that's true.
You know,
that's
Steve's
true.
on everything nowadays, but he's doing great.
He is doing great. So we want to congratulate Steve Harvey anyway, even though he wasn't nominated.
And I'm not going to hate because I think that a certain TV bailiff should have an opportunity at. Talk show host or game show host. I want to be a game show host.
But Judge Judy.
Show me Judge Judy.
She actually won, right?
Yes.
The Judge Judy
show.
Yeah, congratulations.
Our show actually won. Yes, indeed.
Petri.
And,
that's awesome.
Well deserved.
How many years it's been on there?
Man, 20 years. We've been on for 20 years.
20 years.
And we just started taping season 21. So,
wow. Yeah. She's not retiring anytime soon.
Yep. Outstanding informative talk show host, Dr. Oz.
Dr. Oz, he's great.
As if there were any doubt,
Right.
But I dig the doctors, because there's a bunch of them, so I feel like I'm automatically getting a second opinion.
Right, right. And a third, and a fourth, sometimes fifth.
Okay, this one here is really controversial though. Outstanding entertainment talk show host went to Kelly Ripa and Michael Strahan.
Yeah, live. Kelly live with Kelly and Michael. I don't know. It was a little controversy.
It's been live with Kelly and Michael. You notice the tension. Mike ain't smiling as much, and Kelly's like, and yes, I think that everything. Her lips start moving.
I think she's doing a wonderful job keeping it together.
But guess what I heard? Mm-hmm. I heard that they are trying to get. You ready for this?
I'm ready.
Regis Philbin. So this is the ultimate turnaround,
So Regis is coming back after 20 years.
Like I said, it's just a rumor, Okay. But he's, show me who wants to be a millionaire. You're right.
Well, congrats again to all of the Emmy winners. It's exciting time for daytime television.
Yeah.
And you know what? The Hub Live is going to be in that list.
That's
soon,
right.
So
that's right. Next year, I can see it. I can see the Emmy nod.
It's coming.
Like that.
Mm-hmm. It's coming.
I'm sorry. we black, so it'll be like this here. That's the Emmy nod. So.
Well, moving on to a little, more serious subject. We lost a couple of legends recently.
Yeah.
Of course, the huge ordeal with Prince. It's just really sad because everyone within our time, my childhood, our generation, when they're leaving, I tried to explain to my children, that's like your Drake and your Beyonce passing. They don't understand. They can't even appreciate. Yeah. If I made my sons watch Purple Rain, they wouldn't even appreciate it today, like we did, growing up. So
but then again, they might. Prince had that sort of universal across the board appeal. Prince was the ultimate in hipness, every generation was like, and the cat was so ahead of his time.
He was.
That they're still getting to, just what Prince had. I mean, when they talk about what's in the vaults, they said, Jimmy Jam was interviewed and he said thousands of songs are in the vaults.
What do they do with that?
Somebody gonna make some money. Wait a minute. Speaking of fighting, $300 million or some $300 million estate, and
no will.
No will.
No will.
Did he leave a won't? I won't be beefing if you give me any parts of that $300 million. You know what I'm saying?
I know. Yeah, but it is unfortunate for everyone that has to sort through all of that and his estate, and that's overwhelming.
I mean, how bad you got to feel about your sister and brother if you don't leave nothing?
Yeah.
You know?
So I don't know. I mean, they're going to get it. It's just how they get it and how long it takes is the issue. And then most recently, Miss Afeni Shakur.
Yeah. Tupac's
oh my
mom.
gosh.
Tupac. Dear mama.
I love Tupac.
Dear mama.
I really love Tupac.
Yeah.
But, you know, a lot of people just know her as Tupac's mother, but she was actually the American music businesswoman, a philanthropist, a socialist, activist. I mean, she just,
former Black Panther, defended herself.
She did.
Against, you know, the charges against her, man. Which
she was an amazing woman. So we just want to say rest in peace, you know, and we have to continue within our communities just to, you know, be healthy, get rid of a lot of these disparities that are within our community, and just, you know, we have to have longevity within ourselves because we are great.
Yep.
We are
and
great.
Not to hang on the Prince thing, but I just read something just before I got here that Sinead O'Connor, right? Nothing compares to you. Yeah, her only hit, right? Only hit, which was a Prince hit, right? And apparently there was a stormy relationship between them or whatever, has accused, you ready for this?
I'm ready.
Arsenio Hall of supplying Prince with drugs. You know.
Wow.
So I just called Arsenio, whom I know, and I said, hey, man, I can't cop? No, I'm just kidding.
That's terrible.
Yeah, you know, this is how bizarre it is. It's like, you know, what is that newspaper? The one that they give you at the hotel all the time. The bright, colorful newspaper. I'm brain farting.
Yeah,
here.
I don't.
But anyway, whatever that newspaper is, they have like a Prince countdown. So they're like day 13 of the Prince death.
Oh,
you know, it's like, wait a minute, the guy is dead. What do you mean day 13 of this? You know,
and I have a feeling everyone's going to try to get in on something, whether it be good or bad.
And Arsenio's going to get a lot of phone calls.
Yeah. So anyhow, rest in peace to Prince.
Yeah.
But we have a very special guest joining us today. We are excited. She's here with us today. She is the Program Outreach Director Coordinator with Sierra Forever Families. Everyone, please, let's give a welcome to Miss Nikki Whitfield. Hi, Nikki.
She is.
Hi. Beautiful. Thank you so much for joining us.
Nikki. I'm sorry.
Really?
No, I'm sorry.
My whole life.
I'm sorry. It's just I was trying to segue that whole Prince thing to you.
But I forgive you, I think.
It's okay. We have to keep him. Did you take your written today?
Huh?
He did it.
I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
Right. So the Sierra Forever Families, it's a private nonprofit agency that works extremely hard to make the best possible connections between children and families. Tell us a little bit about that.
Sierra Forever Families has been in business for 33 years locally in Sacramento. Wow. It used to be called Sierra Forever Adoption Agency, but now we call ourselves a permanency agency because we are not a foster care agency. We work tirelessly, I should say, to get all of the children who are in the foster care system to help them find permanent, safe, and loving homes, because really the foster care system originally was meant to be temporary, and it's become a permanent fix. And most specifically, they hired me in January specifically to deal with the disproportionate amount of African American kids who are in currently in the foster care and group home system in Sacramento County.
Wow.
I didn't know what was going on in my own backyard. I consider myself a community chick. I've had great success with HIV awareness, and I love to shine the light on the subjects that our culture traditionally do not want to talk about. That's what I do. And so I'm great. I'm known for mobilizing our community. And I met the CEO, Bob Hearn, and he's like, if you were going to get this out there, because he thought that maybe we didn't care. And so when I came in and took a tour, and at the beginning of the tour, he told me stats like 47% of the children in the group home system right now are African American kids. They're not moving. 47%. We're only 11%.
Yeah.
Blacks are only 11% in Sacramento County.
47%.
65, and then all the kids, and that's all ages. But then there are the kids who are emancipating out. And the stats are 65% of those 4 years, the girls are all pregnant.
Oh my gosh.
Over 50% are either in prison, dead, or homeless, or all of the above.
Wow.
Our kids are literally dying underneath literally underneath our noses.
Yeah.
And I didn't know. I literally, tears started rolling down my face when he's, kind of these steps just rolled off his tongue.
Right.
And he's like, and I said, well, where are our people? He said, I don't know that they care. And I said, no, if I didn't know, and I'm a community chick, and I feel like I'm in the trenches, and I know what's going on, I guarantee you there are other leaders that don't know. Right. Sure enough, I've been doing it for 4 months, and that's exactly right.
So what is the plan to get our community involved and to get them to become more knowledgeable about this dire situation?
Great question. So we are leading a community-led initiative. It's unprecedented, called Our Community, Our Children. Mm-hmm. And we are going to, because I'm an out-of-the-box thinker. I kind of do things. I don't go by data or research. I kind of go by what makes sense to me. And sure enough, just like I said, as I'm engaging the community, I'm finding out that some of the pillars of our community, they don't know, because we're a nonprofit town, we're a government town, and everybody's kind of staying in their own world and survival mode and siloed. Right. So it's not that we don't care, we don't know. Mm-hmm. So my thought was, I had great success in building an advisory committee when I was doing HIV/AIDS awareness, but this time, culturally and historically, the African American community is constantly told how we should be doing things. We're being dictated to. Right. So I thought it would be so much more effective if I brought at least 12 people to the table who represent different facets of our community, because we know we're a very rich, we have, one person can't just speak for our community so often. So many of us have been the only Black person in the room, and they're like, well, what does the Black community have to say about this? I don't know. I'm one person. I can't speak for everybody.
I didn't talk to the Black community.
So, I'm bringing everybody, one or two of everybody at the table, people from the faith community, the African American LGBT community. I've got someone from the Sheriff's Department. I've got someone from CPS. Awesome. I've got small business owners. I've got large business owners, nonprofit, but everybody who can come to the table and truly inform us on how we should best engage the community, because
they're dealing with the community
exactly.
On a day-to-day
basis. And everybody wants to kind of just go to the church. Everybody likes to run to the church, or they want to deal with just one segment of our community. But it literally takes our entire community. Our children are dying, and we're failing, and it literally takes all of us collectively. Everybody can't adopt. Everybody can't mentor. Some people can give money, some people can give time, but if we all come together collectively, but even again, going to the community, we're going to host a whole series of community forums. It's going to be a strategic plan, so that, and the other thing that happens is oftentimes somebody starts a program in the world of nonprofits, and if that person leaves, or if the direction or the mission of the agency changes, it goes away. So it's really my heart's desire to build a sustainable, ongoing, community-led, accountable, where the agency is accountable to the African American community, and we are there able to continually and ongoing advise them in best practices on how to engage our community, so that if I leave, if God moves me on to something else, it's still in place.
Somebody else can pick up the torch. That is, that's amazing to me, because as with anything, whenever a movement requires everyone to come together, of course, there's always challenges, right? So what are some of the challenges that you see right now as far as getting that permanent, not as we talked about the temporary foster care system, but getting that permanent placement for our African American children? What are some of the major challenges that you see right now with that?
Right, because I'm literally 4 months in and I'm making amazing strides, but that's a great question. The immediate need is finding homes. We talked about that. And then the second thing is just mentoring. We have an amazing program called the Wonder Mentor Program. It's not academically based. It's just fun, because statistics show that if one person comes into a child's life, one person, unconditional love, not paid, not their social worker, not their mental health, nobody, unpaid, it can literally change the course of that child's life. And so we really need African American male mentors. We've had some come and go through orientation, but they haven't committed. And I don't know why that is. I came under a county grant where their expectations were really low, which made me really sad. They just wanted me to bring 10 African American males just to orientation, not to commit, just to see if there was an interest. So I got 11 out the gate, and I was like, yay, woo!
But no
follow through. And I explained to every single one of those men what I needed. Now, they're busy men, they're leaders in the community, I get it, but I'm actually still honest answer, I'm still trying to figure that out, which is another reason why I need to hear from the community. Right. I need to hear from them. What are the barriers? What are the hindrances? Is it time? Is it what is it?
Right.
But whatever it is, I know we can deal with it.
Right.
I also know we have a tendency to pull on the same group of men all the time. So I really want to reach out to. I know that there are tons of people out there, just 8 to 5 state workers. They're not leaders that
just
are out there, but they don't know.
Right.
I realize that education and awareness is a huge piece of it, and the conversation is a huge piece.
So more so the awareness, and
it
definitely,
really
getting the word out.
Yeah.
Whenever there are, and we will, of course, with, SAC Cultural Hub and the Hub Live, definitely be pushing the information in the events within your organization as they come, because it is very important. And a lot of like, I'm learning something new today, because what you shared with me, 47%, that's alarming.
It is.
That is extremely alarming. And I think, there's a problem too, because the way that our society is in this generation, we as adults, we just look at them and shake our heads like,
exactly.
That's a shame. I wonder who their mama is.
Exactly.
Well, we don't know that their mom may have passed away when they were 12 years old, and they've been bounced from home to home through the foster care system, as you've talked about. So, that actually makes me open up my eyes, a little more too on that issue.
Exactly. And the other thing is God's timing is perfect, because there are some major changes coming down the pike. Group homes are most of them, because we know they are subpar, they haven't been run properly.
Right.
So they're going to be closing. So there's going to be a greater number of our kids that are going to need homes and safe places and mental health. I mean, they need everything.
Yeah.
Everything.
Yeah.
And we do something really wonderful as an agency. We do something called concurrent planning, where our first goal is really to get them reunified, because it is just seasonal. Sometimes parents are just going through stuff. It's not always, everybody always thinks the worst case scenario, like you said, they must be on drugs. It could just be financial.
Right.
So we're dealing with the front end as well. Why are our children being placed at such a disproportionate rate?
Right.
Why are they in the system in the first place? Then why are they sitting there? But the first goal is to get them back with their family. So what we do is we bring along the new family and let them know that that's our first course. If it doesn't happen, and they get to know the child, and if it doesn't happen, then they end up having 2 families, and we have 75% success rate with that. So and
so you guys, the agency actually is very involved with incorporating their families, not just for whatever reason, like you said, it could just be a season. Pulling that child and placing them, which may be a better environment for them at that time, right?
Right.
But if things turn around for the mother or the father or whatever family, their original family, then that ends up being better for them in the long run. Wow.
Yeah.
Well, we got to wrap up here,
I know.
but
awesome.
We want to know, where can people get more information and how they can contact your organization to find out what they can do.
Yeah, so we are called Sierra Forever Families, sierraforeverfamilies.org. Just look us up, Google us, and you'll find everything that you need right there at the website.
And all the information will be right there on the bottom.
Yes, it will.
Right
for you. Make it really easy.
Is it right here?
That's right.
Somewhere.
Put it here. Put it here. Because I'm trying.
Well, Nikki, thank you so much,
Thank you.
Nikki Whitfield. Everyone, we appreciate you coming and shedding that light. Like I said, I learned something, and I need to see how I can get more involved too.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Thank you.
That's awesome. Thank you so much for everything that you're doing within our community.
Thank you.
So before we close out, of course, we have to bring you wonderful events that are coming up.
Indeed.
I'm really excited. The Black Family Day at UC Davis campus is taking place on Saturday, May 21st. That's going to be from noon. It starts at, 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. With a variety of vendors, food, lots of stuff going on for the kids.
Children's fair, big jumping stuff.
So
it's family.
Please bring out the families. And it's UC Davis Black Family Day, but you don't have to be Black in order to attend.
And you
right?
don't have to have a family. We'll give you a family. We'll provide one there. Okay?
Right, so be sure
just sit next to
out.
some black people. All of a sudden, they give you a piece of chicken. You be in. In the family. Okay. And then on the 29th of May, we're going to have the annual Stone Soul concert, which is taking place at the Concord Pavilion.
Always a good time.
All right, starring Mars Day.
Yes.
What time is it? Casey and the Sunshine Man. I'm your boogeyman. I'm your boogeyman.
He's
Shalimar. I'm gonna do all of them. The second
This ring.
time around.
Yeah,
Jeffrey Osborne and Heat Wave and Zap. Okay,
Yeah,
so now
awesome
you're talking about some awesome funk out there. You know, it's just gonna be a great soul concert, Stone Soul Picnic
At the Concord Pavilion. What date is that again?
That is May 29th.
May 29th. It's coming
is
up.
that Memorial Day weekend?
That's Memorial Day weekend, so it's perfect.
So, yep. It's
That
the
is
perfect
perfect.
time to get out there and enjoy yourself with the family.
And last but certainly not least, we have to send a huge thank you to everyone, all of the individuals who donated to Sac Cultural Hub Media Foundation for the big day of giving.
You gave.
Oh my gosh, you gave, you showed up, you showed out for Sac Cultural Hub. And
don't think that it's too late to give, okay?
Right.
I mean, that was the big day, but you can always give because Sac Cultural Hub will always take your money.
365 days a year,
that's
24
right,
hours a day.
We're the good hands people. Matter of fact, both hands.
Yeah, but
Put them right here.
But we do appreciate all of you and all of your support. Once again, thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of The Hub Live, and we will see you next time.
Right.
Peace.